Today we have a special guest on our show, the enormous Spanish green beans. We are going to learn about green bean varieties and the steam roasting method that works for so many of them. I have always thought of this as a delightful dish until I was editing this video. That's when I realized that green, brown, wrinkled vegetable is not going to get me much YouTube love. But I challenge you to try it because it's the sweetest, most succulent, comforting green beans that you can cook. And hey, it only takes 5 minutes, so what do you have to lose? This just might change how your children think about vegetables. Spanish green beans are the tastiest beans I know. Don't let their huge size put you off. They are tender, sweet, and never stringy. I found mine in my favorite produce place, the Russo's Market in Watertown, Massachusetts. Your standard green beans and their yellow wax bean cousins work exceptionally well for this dish, and so do the chunky Kentucky Wonder, Roma, and Romano beans. The only variety I wouldn't recommend using for this method are the super slender French haricots verts. There are better ways to prepare those delicate beans. Let's snap the stick end off. I don't bother removing the curly little tails. Now let's cut our beans into bite-sized pieces. This step is optional for regular green beans since they're a lot smaller. Put your beans into a large skillet. Any type works for this preparation. It's okay for them to overlap, but you don't want to have a deep pile. Add a bit of water, just a splash. You want to make puddles on the bottom of your pan, but the beans should not be covered with water. Sprinkle the beans with salt, cover, and set over high heat. When the steam starts to escape, set your timer for 2 minutes. If the steam stops escaping before the 2 minutes are up, uncover the pan and proceed to the next step immediately before you burn your beans. If there is still water left after the 2 minutes are up, uncover the pan and wait for the water to evaporate. Now add a few glugs of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons for a 12-inch pan, and cook without disturbing for a couple of minutes to let the beans brown. Once you get some color, give them a stir. Distribute them evenly and let the other surfaces brown. I don't want to disturb my beans too much, but if I notice that some are sitting on the wrong side, I flip them over. No need to brown the same side twice. Test to see if they are tender. If not, cover, reduce heat to low and continue to cook until tender. Ours are done, and it only took 5 minutes on the heat. Take off heat, wait for them to stop sizzling, and add a generous quart of lemon. Taste for salt, and adjust salt and lemon juice until they are perfectly delicious. If you're having a déjà vu moment right now, it's because you've seen this method in my broccoli makeover video. See how many possibilities learning one little cooking technique can offer? So sweet and juicy. Absolutely lovely. And great at room temperature too. Do you have a vegetable you've been struggling with? Leave me a comment and I'll try to give it a makeover. I can't promise the looks, but I guarantee the taste. Don't forget to subscribe to Helen's Kitchen channel, and if you're ever in the Boston area, maybe I'll see you in one of my classes.